Standing by God's Grace by Treva Barnard. When I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 8 through 10. There was a plant I received some time ago that looked as though it was barely holding on. Its stem was thin, drooping, and almost lifeless, yet somehow it still carried a quiet sense of hope. As I looked at it, I was reminded of the woman in Scripture who had been bent over for 18 years, unable to lift herself up until she encountered Jesus. In a single moment of grace, she was seen, healed, and made whole. Luke chapter 13, verses 10 through 13, through the power of Jesus Christ. Wanting to help the plant regain its strength, I gently placed a stick behind it for support and committed to a steady watering routine, once a week without fail. Each week I checked on it, watching closely for signs of change. After a couple of weeks, its color began to return. It was as if life itself was slowly flowing back in. After about a month, I decided to remove the support to see if the plant could stand on its own. To my surprise, it did. It had grown stronger, straighter, and more rooted than before. All it needed was time, care, and a little assistance along the way. Life is much the same. We all experience seasons of weakness, times when we are tired, discouraged, or simply not strong enough to stand alone. I am deeply grateful for the people God has placed in my life during those moments, the ones who held me up, encouraged me, and lovingly held me accountable. Above all, I'm grateful for God, whose grace has never failed me. His grace meets us in our weakness and carries us when we cannot carry ourselves. Yet there also comes a time when God invites us to stand, to walk in the strength He has cultivated within us, not relying on constant crutches, not remaining dependent in ways that keep us stagnant, but growing into maturity. God's grace doesn't just support us temporarily, it transforms us from the inside out, enabling us to stand firm when the time is right. Take the time you need to heal. Allow yourself to be strengthened, nurtured, and matured. God's grace will let you know when it's time to rise, straighten up, and stand on your own, rooted, resilient, and restored. Questions for reflection. What season of life are you currently in, being supported, strengthened, or learning to stand? Who has God used to support you during times of weakness? Are there any crutches you may be holding on to that God is asking you to release? How have you experienced God's grace carrying you when you felt weak? What would it look like to trust God's timing as you grow into strength and maturity?